Jury finds Trump liable for battery and defamation in Jean Carroll case. A jury has found former President Donald Trump liable for battery and defamation in a lawsuit brought by Jean Carroll. The former Elle magazine columnist accused Trump of defaming her in a 2022 Truth Social post by calling her allegations a hoax and a lie and saying "this woman is not my type" when he denied her claim that Trump raped her in a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room in the 1990s. The jury awarded Carroll a total of $5 million in damages. While the jury found that Trump did not rape Carroll, they did award damages of $2 million in compensatory damages and $20,000 in punitive damages for battery. For defamation, they awarded $1 million in damages, $1.7 million for reputation repair, and $280,000 in punitive damages. Carroll's battery allegation was the first to make it before a jury. Her lawsuit was the second she had filed against Trump related to her rape allegation, the first being in 2019 after Trump denied her rape claim by telling The Hill that Carroll was totally lying. That defamation suit has been caught in a procedural back and forth over the question of whether Trump, as president, was acting in his official capacity as an employee of the federal government when he made those remarks. If Trump is determined to have been acting as a government employee, the U.S. government would substitute as the defendant in that suit. Carroll's allegations and Trump's denial. Carroll testified during the trial that she ran into Trump near the Bergdorf Goodman entrance and that he asked her to help him buy some lingerie as a gift. The two were laughing and joking, she said, when he led her into a dressing room, shut the door, shoved her up against a wall, and sexually assaulted her. She told the jury that she first met Trump in 1987, but she struggled to pinpoint the date that she alleges he attacked her, which she estimated was sometime around 1996. Trump has been accused of sexual misconduct by about 24 women and has denied all such claims. He has not commented further on the Carroll verdict except to call it a disgrace on his Truth Social platform. His spokesperson has said that they will appeal the decision and that the case is a political endeavor targeting Trump because he is now an overwhelming frontrunner to once again be elected President of the United States. The trial and the verdict. Before deliberations started, Trump posted on social media, waiting for a jury decision on a false accusation where I, despite being a current political candidate and leading all others in both parties, am not allowed to speak or defend myself, even as hard-nosed reporters scream questions about this case at me. In the meantime, the other side has a book falsely accusing me of rape and is working with the press. I will therefore not speak until after the trial, but will appeal the unconstitutional silencing of me as a candidate, no matter the outcome. Early in the trial, the judge admonished the defense over Trump's social media posts about Carroll and her allegations. The judge did not address this most recent post, but previously indicated that if Trump wanted to speak about the case, he should testify under oath, which Trump declined to do. In a civil case, jurors are allowed to draw a negative inference when a defendant decides not to testify. Carroll's attorney, Roberta Kaplan, told reporters on her way out of the courthouse, "We are very happy." Carroll was seated between two of her attorneys, Kaplan and Sean Crowley, as the verdict was read. Defense attorney Joe Tacopina was seen conferring with co-counsel Chad Siegel and Perry Brandt. The jury reached its verdict after just under 3 hours of deliberations. Carroll said in a statement following the verdict, "I filed this lawsuit against Donald Trump to clear my name and to get my life back. Today, the world finally knows the truth. This victory is not just for me, but for every woman who has suffered because she was not believed." Carroll's attorneys seized on Trump's deposition last year when he was shown a 1980s-era photograph of Carroll, her then-husband John Johnson, Trump, and his then-wife Ivana Trump, and he momentarily mistook Carroll for his second wife, Marla Maples. Trump's response and possible appeal. Trump called the verdict a disgrace, and a spokesperson for the former president said they would appeal. Trump's attorney, Joe Tacopina, told the jury that Carroll's claim was an unbelievable work of fiction and that if the alleged attacker was anyone but Donald Trump, we're not here. Not on this story. What they want is for you to hate him enough to ignore the facts, Tacopina said. There is no objective evidence to corroborate her claim, including a police report. She never went to the police because it didn't happen. Tacopina said Carroll falsely alleged that he raped her, and that's why Trump publicly attacked her. Carroll's attorneys argued in court that Trump's mistaken identification of Carroll with his second wife, Marla Maples, in a deposition showed that Carroll was exactly Trump's type, and that his remarks on the infamous 2005 Access Hollywood tape, on which he is heard saying about women that I just start kissing them. I don't even wait, and that when you're a star you can grab them by the pee, showed his modus operandi with women. The trial took place as Trump seeks the White House for a third time, while facing numerous legal challenges related to the January 6 Capitol attack, his handling of classified material after leaving the White House, and possible attempts to interfere in Georgia's 2020 vote. Implications of the verdict. The verdict in the E. Jean Carroll case may have significant implications for future cases involving sexual assault and harassment. Carroll's attorneys argued that Trump's denial and public attacks on her were defamatory, causing harm to her reputation and career. They also successfully argued that Trump's alleged battery of Carroll was a violation of her rights under New York's recently adopted law allowing adult survivors of sexual abuse to sue their alleged attackers regardless of the statute of limitations. The verdict may also have political implications for Trump, who is considering running for president in 2024. While the verdict is not a criminal conviction, it may still damage Trump's reputation and credibility with voters. Trump has denied all allegations of sexual misconduct, but the verdict may be seen as a confirmation of a pattern of behavior on his part. Conclusion. The verdict in the E. Jean Carroll case is a significant development in the ongoing legal challenges faced by former President Donald Trump. While the jury did not find that Trump raped Carroll, they did find him liable for battery and defamation, awarding her $5 million in damages. The verdict may have implications for future cases involving sexual assault and harassment, as well as for Trump's political aspirations. Trump has called the verdict a disgrace and said that he will appeal.